Well, here we are again, folks. So, yeah, the joy was that my first MOT, or Besiktning, or Bilprovning, as it's called in Swedish, it failed. And it failed on the exhaust. Too loud. Funnily enough, I actually checked with the Gemini AI what the limits are, and even according to the paper that I got saying that it was 98 decibels or whatever it was, that it was too loud, and it says in Sweden that it's 103. But anyway, but in England, or whether or not England, well, because England's left the EU, so it's not following the bloody EU. It's 97, and I was 98, even including the plus minus. That was the average. But anyway, I purchased a decibel killer online, which if you look in my posts, you'll see a picture of it, and it sounds god awful. But yeah, that's what I've got to do to pass my test. Alright, don't say hello to me. That's the shame, you see. That's the shame. They can hear my bike sounding so bloody terrible. Thinking, I'm not going to wave to that knob. I'll tell you what, it's making the bike vibrate as well. The gases can't get out. We all know what that's like. Anyway, here we go. As we say in Swedish, pepper pepper, which means hopefully. There's a thing actually that's something different. In England, when we say best of luck or hope, we cross our fingers, yeah? In Sweden, they put their thumb in their fist. Tummen i näven, they say. God, it is windy. It has been blowing a gale for the past week. It's just horrible. Kills it. Kills the joy. Look at it. Look at the trees going up bloody nuts. Anyway, come on, let's get you through. So I'm going back the second time now, because it's not bleeding cheap anymore either. Not that it sort of ever really was, but it really has taken a jump. It was, what was it, 680 crowns for the first one, which I think is about maybe 51, 52 quid, and I think it's around about $65. And to then have to come back, it's another 350, so another $35, or probably close to 30 quid. So don't you pull out, mate, with me coming up behind him. And he didn't. God, it is shaking the bike. Really doesn't feel like it should do. God, it's windy. Hopefully the wind will carry the sound away and I'll get a pass, because I've only got 2 weeks left. It took 2 weeks to order the decibel killer. There's someone doing their bike lessons. That's what it looks like. Guy behind, obviously, or could be a lady behind, is the instructor. The guy with a red patch on the back is doing his training. Good luck, buddy. God, what is this guy doing? That is an old Volvo. but I've got a time for 3 o'clock, but I'm getting there about 15 minutes, 20 minutes early. Because you never know, sometimes people book it and then hop off, so I might be able to get done and home a bit earlier. Come on, you're going to filter in here, so. Oh, it sounds terrible, this bloody thing in. I'll see if I can find the I'm going on about how windy it is in Sweden. I'll show you something when we get up here. It's a signpost. I'm right at the going home time now for most people, so that's why there's an unusual amount of traffic. But still nothing compared to what beans on toast and slow-mo and you poor buggers in England go through with the amount of filtering you have to do. Oh my god. It's good that Beans is back after all the bullshit that happened with him and what was it, Moto UK or something, that was stealing all of his videos. Bastards. Vampire channels. Good to have you back, mate. You need your beans on toast. God, I should have had my visor down for that, didn't I? God damn, there was a load of dust come up in my face. Yeah, anyway, so it's as you hear, it's windy. When I first came here, I couldn't believe some of the signposts. And they just mean entrance and exit, but there are other ones as well. Hopefully there's one up here. Yes, there is. I shall stop and you can have a look. There it is. That means entrance. Infart. And before I go in, I shall quickly come over here before going and registering. And there is the exit. Utfart. So infart and utfart. Perfect, eh? Lots of slurpage there, I heard it myself. Right, let's go and register. For my shame. Oh, poor baby. Taking away your beautiful sound. Right, I'll catch you in a while, folks, and hopefully I will have a pass. So I've got about 5 minutes more to wait. So there's what it says. Ballistic forward on it. Buller niveau. That's the loudness level. Verhögt, too high. Bullersmätting decibel read 98. And whether or not, I don't know what the 92 is in brackets, but whether or not that's what it's got to hit. I like this. Beräknad or quantify, or the amount of retardations for Morga. That doesn't sound good, does it, what I'm doing to you, baby? Oh, I don't want to do that. Do you? But yeah, there we are. This is how it's done in Sweden. You see number 5's got the little motorcycle on it. It used to have, actually, up here when I had my car, they did have digital displays and it used to show your number plate. You go in there, punch your number into the computer and it would show what place to go to by your number plate flashing above the door to go in. Seems to have changed a lot. That's the guy, I think, over there. I think it's him who's walking into the building who's going to be doing it, by the looks of it. Come on, no more coffee breaks now. Let's get this solved. This might be it. I think we are. Are we going in? Yep, we are. Yep, that's it. So I'm well early. Yeah, now if you want, I can sit here. There's free coffee. You can see they're as busy as hell, can't you? Really gunning it. So free coffee or just wait around. But yeah, I've got sort of half an hour to kill now. Well, 25 minutes and the walk in 20 minutes. So I'm going to go and play on the telephone a little bit, I think. And then we go in there and find out. But yeah, we'll see. Now, obviously, now that it's starting to get a bit warmer in the mornings, I don't need to use my heated grips. So I haven't got that worry or concern on me of the battery going. But like they were saying, it's just because the bike was made in 21 doesn't mean that the battery was made in 21. Or me? Yep, okay, Venter. Hold on, I've got to go in now. I think I'm coming in early. It's because probably no one else has turned up. Vill du ha LED-ljus på?
Vi tar bit för bit. Vi kan vänta med dem så kör vi det vanliga först.
Okej.
Sitter du kvar och leder en stund.
Okej, men. Det är länge sedan som jag har varit här. Det är 30 år som jag har besiktat en motorcykel. Så.
Det är det?
Ja.
Nu ska vi se.
Ja, det är de. Det var Gert som installerade dem.
Ja. Det är kontrolllampa där. Kalas. Där, så. Där är den. Och så kör vi andra.
Ja.
Där är den. Och där är den. Så ser vi den också.
Ja. Förlåt, jag hörde inte dig.
Du är nöjd med dem?
Oh yeah, yeah. Med själva motorcykeln? Ja, jag absolut älskar den.
Sen de har nya dem.
Okej, ja.
Jag köpte den till henne för 2 år sedan drygt nu.
Okej. Ja, det är dags att de uppgraderade det, tror jag. Den är inte blivit uppgraderad från 2015.
Jag tror hennes är en 2015.
Ja, det är exakt samma modell som det är nu, eftersom jag har precis varit på Gerts. Och det är 25-modell. De är inte uppgraderade någonting, så det är fortfarande en halogen flamljus och sådana saker. Nu givetvis det är många som byter ut den till en LED-ljus, men jag vet den går inte förbi en besiktning, eller hur? Du måste köpa hela. Ja.
Nej. Lillpågen har blivit lite favoriten på det eftersom
Ja.
man kan ta med han och göra lite roligare grejer med han. Den andra vill bara sitta och spela data.
Ja.
Så, det är väldigt när man får med dem och får igång dem lite.
Ja, definitivt. Jag ska bli så glad att se någon annan köra henne nu. Det blir första gången jag har sett någon annan köra henne. Mina kompisar på... Nej, jag ska tappa den. Jag vill inte.
Ja, det är inte lätt. Yes, jag kommer strax då.
Yep, okay mate. That's the first time I've ever seen anybody else ride it. How much of this I leave in, I don't know, but he's given me permission anyway to put him out on YouTube, which is nice of him. And they've taken me in 20 minutes earlier, so there's not that many that are coming today, because they only do it once every sort of 2 weeks for motorcycles. Ah, yeah, she's nice. I still love her. Hopefully I've bonded with him as well, that he might let me off the decibels on my exhaust. Please, good sir, otherwise it's going to cost me a lot of money. Or a lot of messing around anyway. Because the original exhaust is at my home, so I'd have to try and get it to where I can work on it on the bus. That'd be fun. But I think it's looking positive anyway. He's off testing the brakes and all that sort of stuff now. I can hear him behind, over here somewhere, doing burnouts and donuts, trying to wheelie it. He was saying there, I know a lot of it's in Swedish of course, that his wife has the same bike. She bought an old 2015 version, and he's a rider himself, so I could hear him coming. If I come over here, then I should be able to get a view of him coming. See whether or not he's got the LEDs on. Well, that was some good info as well. Anyway, he's told me that there are 2 bulbs names in LED that will pass now the MOT here. So I shall look into them and see if he's got a pen actually, and I'll write down the names, and I shall do that straight away. She don't look so small, does she, considering that she's only a 650. She's still a beautiful looking bike. I absolutely love the looks on her. Okay. I said she's still a beautiful looking bike. I absolutely love the looks of her. Considering that it is, you know, a 650 and it's not sort of like the build quality of many like Ducatis and stuff like that. But no, I'm very happy with her. Ja. Yeah, it's a universal motor, isn't it? A bulletproof motor. Förlåt, jag går fram och tillbaka till engelska och svenska nu så. Det är varför min kanal heter Swinglish Steve. Men kände bromsen bra? Nej.
Det är en grej, men det kan vi diskutera när vi har stängt av den.
Okej, ja, okej men. Jag stänger av den nu. No, he asked me to turn the camera off so that so we could go through the bike, which is fair enough. Very thoughtful of him, actually. So, but the only thing was, it's exactly what I thought. The decibel rating is too high, and he's given me recommendations for a universal, I'm trying to translate this, U-dampener, baffles, which I can purchase. I've got a month now to fix everything. Yes, it passed. Godkänd, which means passed. And it was verhögt, but it's not now. Now I've got 2 years until the next one. But he said that the measurement came in at, what did he say it was? 92. And it needs to be around about 90, he said. But anyway, she passed. I'm a happy Stevie. So now I shall ride home and take the fucking thing out. Because, ugh. I still think it sounds quieter than what he said it was, but anyway. Right, let's go out the fart, shall we? The oot fart. Tack for Besiktning. Thank you for visiting. I'm going out the oot fart. Sounds like a bloody sewing machine. Don't take it personally, baby. It's not you. I know it's not your authentic self. I didn't know it was 2 years for motorcycles, actually. Right. Fun and games. Now I have got 4 days off because it's the 1st of May tomorrow, which here is quite a celebration, actually. It's about the closest that we get to bonfire night in England. And the 1st of May, it's Valborgs Mässoafton. I shall spell that in the comments. Not in the comments, in the on the video. Oh God, listen to that sound. Bloody terrible. Guys, can you see? I don't know, you might be able to pick up the vibration that's happening as well. See the mirror? You can feel it all through the bike. Yeah, Valborgs Mässoafton. And I don't got to give him a boot. And down on the beach fronts, and I believe you'll see it over in Denmark as well, especially as you know from my other videos, you can see Denmark's coastline from where I stand in Helsingborg. Might help if I'm in the right gear and I stop jawing. But I'm not going down the motorway home, I'm going to the factory to take this bloody thing out. And be back to being naughty Stevie. Naughty Stevie and happy Quacky. Yes, Derek, my little quacker. We shall make you sound good again. Right, get in the right lane. What was I jawing about? I'm forgetting now. Valborgs Mässoafton. Yeah, so and it's a bit of one of those old sort of pagan things where, very nice, bit different to mine, and I've got a DB killer in. The shame, the shame. Not that it sounds the same anyway. It doesn't have a V-twin sound, this. Yeah, Volboys must have to shut up, Stephen. Down on the beachfronts and that, they have big bonfires to scare away the sort of ghosts of winter and welcome the spring. And everybody takes the kids down there and they watch the fireworks, not fireworks, watch the fire. And then a little bit later in the evening, all the teenagers get drunk and try and run through the embers. So inevitably there is some sort of accident that you see on the news. Unfortunately, it's going to be peeing hard over most of the 4 days, which is why I'm even here late to get this done tonight. So the only time that I could get was past 3 o'clock. But we're done now. Right, well folkies, there we go. That was the adventures of MOTs in Sweden. Look at that, see all the wrecks coming here through. That's very, very Swedish, that is, it's everywhere. So, happy 1st of May to everybody, and I'll catch you in the next one. Cheers guys.